I don't know. I'm gonna try to play some games. I don't really feel like reviewing any content online. Nothing, nothing crazy. Just chilling tonight, keeping the stress levels down. Might even keep it dark. I don't even know if I want that light on. I think it's fine though. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe play a little bit of Rivals for a little bit. Get up for like the fun game modes. See what we can do. Let's play some Jeff. I think I need your mission yet. Yeah, gotta do that. I'm gonna get that Jeff title. Always want that Jeff title. Can only do painter. He is trouble. I did get snowballed, but that's okay. Oh. I died.
We just need
We won.
Built the best snowman. We've got a winner. Isn't that right, Jeffy? Yes, it is.
Victory! Oh, I got MVP.
Let's paint his costume. Paint his costume.
So what? What am I supposed to change his costume to?
Halloween. Got Halloween. Oh. Why you got two players?
4.
Why you got two players to go?
Oh,
What happened?
beat up her back?
Huh. That's weird.
I'm kicking off rival.
Oh, what events? I need. Oh, I almost got the sticker.
Hey, are you gonna be able to go, Eli? Don't worry. He's trying to help you so we can go. Everybody's trying to do a job.
Hey, poo poo boy. I was talking to him. I was talking to Eli. Well, it's funny. Hmm. I just really like this penny one. Penny skin is pretty cool. Pennybot. Snow SPRDR. Yeah, I'm gonna see this everywhere with all the penny. Everybody playing penny now. I don't like the green one. I like the pink one the best. chocolate one's not that bad. The cherry one's the best on this one, I think. Yeah, she looks like Gwen though from League. Then you got this one, the Venom skin. I don't know why he's got a 2-2-1 though. It just is disturbing. Unless it's a girl Venom now. Gummy surprise bundle. No, doesn't make sense with the day 2. Eating the candy. I don't have that one yet. What, Savannah? I like the white one. The white one looks cool, actually. Yeah, I have the Jeff Business one. Don't mind the rocket one. Bro. Savage South and Rocket of the Rafters combo. Rocket looks cool. Throwbacks. Love the Groot skin. Santa Rocket's pretty funny too. The Groot one's pretty awesome. Christmas tree Groot. Got the Santa beard and the pine tree pants. Venom. Pretty cool looking too. Does it come with like a cool name tag? Cool nameplate. Do I have Venom yet? I don't have this one, but it's out right now for sale. Well, he's ice. So yeah. And then he freezes. Melts and freezes.
He must say that he is bad or bad guy. Why did he that? I should go back.
He's a bad guy. It's Venom. Look at Magneto. He's a robot.
That one a bad guy?
Bad guy. Magneto.
Is that a good guy?
He's just cyborgy.
Is he a good guy?
Wait,
Bad guy.
in a movie, is he a cyborg?
No. It's just more rival skin. Yep.
The best of both worlds.
Oh, that's a cool nameplate.
Was that all?
Yep. Making a sword with Ultron. Cool. Bad guy. Venom's a bad guy. I didn't get the big bad wolf yet. No, but I'm getting him. I'm working on him. Space is like the Galactic Empire. It means like a bunch of planets. That one's pretty cool. I don't like the Hawkeye one, I don't think. Yeah, the Hawkeye one's like very Power Rangery. It's okay though. Just very power injury. Or Genji. Anything else? Storm. Ultimate Wind Rider. Okay, cool.
The ultimate storm has arrived.
Well, it's a whip. Oh, magic skin. Chainsaw. I didn't realize that. Snowboarding, sorry. Snowboarding magic. That makes more sense. Snowboarding on her chainsaw blade. Like the Maestro, but Hulk's kind of dead this season, so. Hmm?
Are you streaming?
Hmm. Yeah, I just don't have the light on. It's like a dimmer, darker stream. Gladiator cap. Looks like a gladiator. He's got long hair. I don't have that one. No, maybe not. That's only 16. Spider-Man. Man Spider. Man Spider's creepy. I like the punk one. Yeah. Oh goodness, no. Pop star Luna. Change the color. That's movable. What's that? DJ. DJ, turn the mic on. Turn the mic on. The mic up. Weapon X. Any more? That Black Panther skin's pretty cool. Banner's okay. Should I get a new color? Get the nameplate. Right. Get electrocuted. Sparked. Forgot to look at the Venom rating for the season from Flats. Mr. Fantastic, he's slept on, I think. He's tripling him in that, whatchamacallit. Alright, so Mr. Fantastic.
I've seen wonders out there in the
You know how he
cosmos
feels.
few humans will ever behold.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Only one team wins this. Try to make it yours. You're in the lead now. Try to make it last.
My inventions have saved lives.
No, well, really long name. Thank you for the follow. You got right.
I'm not ready to give up
The
yet.
two.
You're in the lead now. Try to make it last. They come from behind. You can still turn this around.
There's still more work to
Oh
be
yeah, I
done.
forget. I shift.
Oh, I just love their music.
Dad, is he torn big? Is he torn big? Is he torn big? He damaged.
Yeah, he gets big. He does damage. I'm getting wrecked.
More resilient than you think.
Where's my team? Where did Spider-Man go?
A futile attempt.
Ah, killed the Spider-Man.
There's still more work.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Maximum pulse! Your powers are mine! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Fast, friend.
Maximum pulse! Together to victory!
fucking big. Whoa! Bucky, big.
Your powers are mine!
Kick it! Kick. What's that big one there? What's that big? Ooh, look at that big robot. Look at that.
Poor girl.
Us against the world.
That's like
I won't rest until this is
that
said.
vampire.
I don't have a vampire.
Let me return the favor. Not so fast, friend.
God of Thunder! Don't mess with the amazing spider!
Let me return the favor. There's still more work to be done.
My friends are here! Goodbye.
Maximum pulse! Don't mess with the amazing
No.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
He's okay. It's nice being able to shift and in his big boy form. Oh yeah, we got our nuts. Sadly, they've made GIF OP in that game mode. It's funny though. Let's see, we need yeah, let's shoot at that one. Nice. And then we'll get this one. This again. Oh, the story. Slow down, Tippy Toes, Squirrel Girl said. Oh, Tippy Toes is a squirrel, huh? All the power of a squirrel, but that doesn't mean my legs move as quick as yours. Besides, what's such a big deal that it couldn't... Wait, what happened here? For a huge holiday party scheduled for that night, she'd only stepped out for a few minutes to grab some roasted nuts from a street vendor, but when she flung the door open, she saw her worst nightmare. Or her second worst nightmare, after the one where Dr. Doom disintegrates all the world's acorns. Huh, that's funny. Christmas tree and all the presents she had placed under it were missing. Squirrel Girl sat on the ground and put her head in her hands, feeling utterly defeated. It was not the Christmas Eve she'd planned, not even close, but there was nothing she could do now. Or was there? Tippy Toe reminded her that there were two other familiar faces in the gift shop earlier. Bucky Barnes and Matt Murdock. Maybe they knew what had happened. As Squirrel Girl raced to the city in search of her friends, her fellow New Yorkers couldn't help but smile after all. Her adorable outfit captured the true spirit of the holidays perfectly. Furry boots, warm mittens, golden antlers, and a Christmas bell that jingled all the way as she bounded down the street. When she finally found her friends, she saw that they were ready for the party as well. Bucky wore a super heroic Santa suit, and his bionic arm was wrapped in a string of Christmas lights. Gave a whole new meaning to the name Winter Soldier. Meanwhile, Matt Murdock opted for a slightly more casual option, donning a personalized holiday sweater that still managed to make a bold statement, even if it wasn't a fashion statement. Did you guys see what happened to my tree? Squirrel cried. Sorry, didn't see a thing, Matt suggested, pointing at his sunglasses. There was someone else in the gift shop that I could hear their heartbeat. Then it was thumping fast. Star-Lord, Squirrel Girl shouted. He was lurking around the shop while I was decorating, but he wasn't buying anything. I don't know what he's up to, but it what made my fur stand on end. Well, it has the same effect on me, Bucky said with a chuckle, but Squirrel Girl was already running off to track down her next suspect. When she reached the Guardians of the Galaxy spacecraft, the Milano parked on top of Avengers Tower, she called into the open bay doors to get Star-Lord's attention. But she never could have anticipated what she saw when he exited the ship. Star-Lord was decked out, head to toe in an elaborate costume that made him look like a Christmas nutcracker. From his mustachioed mask to his red and green coat, he looked like a storybook character came to life. Oh, Savannah, you're okay. Too much, right? Star-Lord sighed as he gave a quick twirl. I knew it. I didn't want anyone to see me buy it, so I left some credits on the counter after everyone left. Just never get to spend Christmas back here on Earth anymore, and I thought maybe. From one nutcracker to another, Squirrel responded, "That's perfect, I promise. But what's not perfect is my party. My tree is missing, and so are the presents." You might want to find Cloak and Dagger, Star-Lord suggested. They were headed into the shop when I was sneaking out. Tibito said that some of their rodent friends had recently, thank you, buddy, reported seeing Cloak and Dagger skating in Rockefeller Center. Once again, Squirrel Girl scampered off. When she arrived, she paused for a moment to watch in awe as the two heroes gracefully glided across the ice. Tyrone traded his usually jet black cloak for a stunning white and blue cape that flowed round him with a gentle winter breeze. Andy's costume was perfectly paired with her partner's, making her look like a true ice princess. Above them, the legendary Rockefeller tree sparkling in all its glory, making the whole scene look like something out of a storybook. Girl couldn't help but let out a wistful sigh. That's some tree, she said quietly. Mine never stood a chance. Then, remembering why she was there, she waved down to the skaters. Hey guys, did you see what happened to my tree at the shop? Oh, thank you, other long name that I can't pronounce, for the follow. Sorry, but I don't see what happened to your tree, Cloak said. I've been more focused on staying on my feet. It was still there when we left, Dagger added, right next to the weird snowman. Snowman, Squirrel Girl repeated. I didn't put a snowman. Cloak and Dagger joined Squirrel Girl as they raced back towards the shop. Along the way, they saw a strange snow-covered creature standing at the street corner. That's the one, Dagger exclaimed. Squirrel Girl rushed over and quickly realized who she was looking at. That was no snowman, it was a snow spider. More actually, a snow SPDR. Oh. Oh no, I kicked bottom. Let's see what's happening over there. Dolly. Oh, what happened to my setting? Let's say confirm. So many bots. But that got me to 103 followers, I guess. So thank you. Follower goal was achieved. Awesome. Go to the bathroom. Who was it? Scroll to the end. High-pitched squeals, all the light ceiling came on. There in the center of the room was her tree blazing bright. It was surrounded by twice as many presents as there were before, and even better, all her friends were there too. And go back to the beginning, Penny said. Maybe you're right. The tears came quietly in. Okay. So a sweet holiday story. I messed out on those two, but that's okay. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Enjoy the be right back screen. All right. If we're back. Should be. We are. Whew, got sick up there for a minute. Sheesh. That was no fun. No bueno. We're back. Sorry it took so long. I love these spam usernames. They're kind of weird and lazy. Do something fun with them actually instead of random letters and numbers in it. Ugh. Yeah, we're staying dark though, I think. Yeah, we're staying dark. That's good enough. Da, da, da. 1, 2, 3. Oh. That's a very, very, very horrible thing to see. Premium. Okay, I think we're alive. See how long my stomach holds out. Okay, let's just see. Let's try this Jeff Winter. Oh, I couldn't confirm it. I have to paint. Oh, it's stuck. Okay. Three, two, one.
All right, time to find out who's our ultimate party shark.
Oh, the jerk. He hurts. Oh, you're so much orange. Get out of here, purple.
We're halfway through the slow feeding frenzy.
Shoot. Lost all ours. Hello. Minimum. 20
Who
hours.
built the best snowman? We've got a winner! Isn't that right, Jeffy? Yes, it is.
We won. Oh, they're back. Welcome back. How was the... Right. Oh. Oh, okay. Good thing I just finished in there. Love you. Okay, Bubba. Sounds good. See if we can get magic to at least level 10, and then I might start using tokens.
You have one task, my fist.
Do 1 or 2 rounds of
Locate
this.
the Queen of the Dead and end her. But the path will be fraught with peril.
I have mutant powers and a little demonic magic
Sword
too.
range. Need range. And damage. Damage is good too.
You know, I grew up in a demonic dimension.
That's good, that's good. Okay. Received damage dealt of healing, awesome, and range. Damage dealt. Dealt. Nice range. Nice range and damage. Nope. Damage. Speed. Health. Speed. Okay. Should be good, right? Alright.
Life must prevail over death.
Definitely need more damage. Eva, relax. In my headset. My man already came.
I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I. Fight harder. You are of no use to me dead.
That does sound like a man, actually. Yeah, I do not have a lot of damage, but it's not about speed, it's about survival. Come on, one arm. Die. Die. Oh, there we go, got him. Okay. Alright, A6.
Come, my minion.
Yeah, one. Two. Three. Four. Two more. Five. Six.
More undead warriors will soon arrive.
You gotta be kidding me.
Do not succumb to the chaos. Alas, a champion has fallen.
I didn't have enough damage. I had a lot of range. Try it one more time.
Do not worry. All hope is not yet lost. You have one task, my fist. Locate the Queen of the
I
Dead.
did Thor, I
and
did
end
Punisher, I
her.
did Blade.
But the path will be
Got
fraught with
Magic and
peril.
Jeff to do
I
yet.
have mutant powers and a little demonic magic too. I'm a little cynical. Probably the Russian in me.
Oh, straight damage. Okay, decent damage one. Reroll. Reroll. Range. Okay. I don't know that this one's the run though. Let's try it. She does very slowly ramp. Lower sword swings, but more damage. Yeah, I can at least see the health tick down on these guys now, huh?
I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I.
Two good ones.
Life must prevail over death.
I hate the grenaders, they need to die first. Come on. They're dying slowly but surely. Grenaders coming out. These guys come out. The Lugiers. I hate the Lugiers. And we got grenaders over here.
Okay, this feels good.
Got 6 left. Do we have a grenader or do we just have these guys? We just have these guys. They're chunking, they're chunking. One, two, three, four.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success? Do not succumb
Gotta
to
try.
chaos.
Up, they're on boogers. Just die. I hate all the bugger throwers. Haters are annoying. The booger throwers are annoying. So many grenaders now. They'll like two-shot ya. Stand in the puddle too long, they'll two-shot ya. Shot ya. Alright, that guy's dead, that guy's dead. That guy's dead. And a couple more swings. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Now we can worry about fire guys. Keep our distance. Fire guys are still not dead. I'm dying now. One big guy down. Three more. Don't know why my mouse does that sometimes, but it looks up to the ceiling. Two down. Last one. Na 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 na. No, no. Oh. Keep him at range. Keep him at range. And one more hit.
More undead warriors
Damage.
will soon arrive.
Don't do anything anyway.
Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission.
Plenty of range. Oof, 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 oof. Explodey guys. Keep an eye on the big guy. Get in a circle. I'll start dying soon. Oh, don't worry about the police. Huh. Know they were coming. And more floaters. Get them grouped up. Let's get them grouped. I think that's all of them. A lot of exploders. Yeah, that's it. Alright, go. Hold down left click. I wish I could pause this game mode solo, honestly. Make it kind of more quality of life improvement. Be able to pause. There's 2. 1, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, good. We need more. Okay, we need more damage. Let's attack speed. Oh, there's the damage. More damage. Okay, some good damage there. More range. More damage. Range and damage, range and damage. And yeah, that'll be more range and damage there.
Succumb to the chaos.
Oh no. Now the real test is Wanda.
Life must prevail over death.
Put on lightsabers out. Yeah, lightsabers.
Fought well, but the war is far from over. Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission. It's no time to rest. More undead warriors will soon arrive. Fight harder. You are of no
Way
use
too
to
early.
be dead. Alas, a champion
Total
has
respawn.
fallen. Rise, my fist of vengeance. The
I
battle
will.
has only just begun.
We're doing plenty of damage now. Take hits from the big guys.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success? Fight harder. You are of no use to me dead. reach your success.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, well, that's great. It's also really good. Three of them, awesome. Power. Okay. Be able to maintain healing now.
Life must prevail over death.
Is she? Just her and I now. Question whether or not I have enough damage to kill her. Maybe I do. Her health is going down pretty quick. Seems to be going invisible a lot more often than not. I'm going into her safety pose. Oop, oop. Darn trigger finger. Alright. Inside my hand just like clenches sometimes. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Get her out, but definitely not as fast as Punisher killing her. Punisher would just like melt.
Enemy ahead of us.
Okay. Almost. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough damage to finish her off. Ooh.
Enemy ahead of us.
Not enough damage. Unfortunate.
All hope is not yet lost.
Oh man. If only we had a lot. We need a lot more damage there, actually. Sheesh. I don't know what didn't add up though. I got this one. Rogan Gamut. Remy. My name of Charles Xavier. Do you think you're doing? Anna Marie Marcher. Don't you share me. Gracious host, the Grandmaster offered me the chance to pull the heist of a lifetime, and all I had to do was steal one scrap of paper from the Collector's Museum. And you were actually dumb enough to think you could get away with it? You may be the best there is at what you do, Sugar. I won't tell Logan you said that. But you don't have the skill to hoodwink an elder of the universe. I wish I could disagree, but the Collector played me for a fool. He didn't have to work hard. Easy now. How was I supposed to know the contract was a fake? Even the Grandmaster believed it was real, till he was holding it in his hands. That is, can't say he was too thrilled then. They managed to botch the job and take off two of the most powerful beings in the universe. That's impressive even for you. Not sure I ever seen you look this angry, Monomore, or this powerful. You're positively radiant. And I ain't just talking about how lovely you look in the moonlight. What's going on? When you snuck out in the middle of the night, I got worried sick. Usually you don't leave the slightest trace when you go, but this time you left this behind. The Grandmaster's Chronovium die. As payment for my services, he was going to forge this into a new ring for you. To replace the one we lost. The whole reason I took the job. I wanted to make you the most unique wedding ring in the whole dang universe. But I couldn't reveal that part of the plan. The Quiet Council would never have let me go stealing across space just for a ring. So you lied to me before we even left? This whole trip you never once told me what that thing really was. When I touched it, I accidentally absorbed some kind of strange energy. And my powers started going haywire. I can't control them, Remy. And now that I know what we're up to, I ain't sure I wanna. You gotta try before you drain the life out of the rest of this garden. But first, we better get us both somewhere safe. How about we take the portal back to Hiroka and Murda? The gateway is all weathered away. No going back now. I already considered going home with you, but Eric said he can't risk letting me go back till my powers are stabilized, and as much as I hate to admit it, it's the right choice. If you don't stop yourself, look, the gardener's gonna be coming after us too. Yes, there's only one thing we can do. Unlucky for us, it's something I'm mighty good at. I've been doing it since I was just a boy. What's that? We run as far and as fast as we can. Never look back. You with me, Shuri. And we said, death do us apart. I never expected it to be so dang soon. Oh. What did we do? Finish the weekly. Win 2 matches. I'll work on that. Take less health next time. Yeah. That's great. Just chill and see what's going on in the world. What is happening? Oh no. What did he rage about
What?
now?
Even Asmongold took Trump's dick out of his mouth on this one? Yeah, because yeah, because he's fucking seeing the tea leaves, okay? That's the other thing.
I've had this viewpoint ever since the beginning. If you go and you look Asmongold Epstein, I probably released more videos about Epstein. Million views, 1.1 million views, 2.4 million views. Video. Even, oh, I forgot about this.
But the people that he activated, the video game streamers, Asmongold, who said he's out there acting like he's guilty.
The entire idea I was sweeping for this ever. Before Hassan had a 40-minute segment smearing you, even LSF commenters defending you. Oh, jeez.
He knows the ship is sinking. He's gonna pull out. He's gonna be like, yeah, I like Trump for the anti-immigrant stuff, but this Israel stuff is not for me.
Asmon sided with Israel. I mean, I don't know if we can pull up the video of like me watching the Benjamin Netanyahu speech from like 2 years ago, where I was very clearly against America's involvement with Israel. I don't really know why he's going with this angle. This is the shareholder meeting, okay? We all have shares, everybody in the American public. I hope he's using my money fucking well. Yeah, America first. Yeah, we should focus on America and not fucking Israel. It's amazing that anybody thinks that's a good idea.
Is now turned around and saying the primary party responsible for anti-Semitism growing in America is Israel. It's like, bitch, that's my take.
If I look up and it's bright outside, and he looks up and it's bright outside, it doesn't mean I stole the fucking sky from Hassan. It means I have a fucking neck. You just look, oh, wow.
And I love that this guy says 1 year from now. Actually, guys,
trans people are kind of base, and I don't know what the Republicans are going so hard against them. I mean, they just want freedom to live their life and isn't what America's for. So Hassan saying this for Hogwarts Legacy?
I did. I wanted to play it. I was excited for it. I truly feel like the backlash that will come of this is just not worth it because goddamn, trans posters can be very, very, very unhinged. God forbid. Goddamn, trans posters can be very, very, very unhinged. God forbid.
And he gave us cookies, candy canes, and he asked, is that a little sister? And I'm like, yep. Then he grabbed like this little bag, then just pulled the snake out. It's for Savannah, but Russian.
And you know what's funny is that he was right.
There are people.
Very graphic. Cool plane.
You're about to watch one of the closest air support missions in recent history unfold. In this video, you will see footage of how an A-10 Warthog saved a front line from total collapse, and how one split-second decision changed the fate of everyone on the ground. Some of this footage is graphic, so viewers' discretion is advised. This is how it all ends. One A-10 circling low over a Syrian city, one American JTAC trapped on a rooftop, and 24 Kurdish fighters pinned down by ISIS from 3 sides, with a suicide truck racing straight toward them. But rewind the clock just 2 hours earlier, and none of them knew what was coming. A 22-year-old Kurdish machine gunner who hadn't slept in 2 days, a US JTAC who'd seen 4 deployments but never anything like this. Above them circling like a hawk was codename Hornet 2, a 30-year-old A-10 pilot on his 3rd combat deployment. And then the trap was sprung. A suicide truck, sniper fire, mortars, and over 30 ISIS fighters launching a full-scale ambush against the Kurdish line. The Kurds were completely surrounded. The JTAC was out of options, and the pilot had a decision to make, one that would put his cannon within 35 meters of friendly troops. July 19th, 2016, Manbij, Syria. The sun had just started to rise over the city, but for the Kurdish fighters on the ground, it wasn't the start of a new day, it was another round in a war of inches. fought through alleyways, stairwells, and blood-stained rubble. Manbij was no ordinary battleground. For ISIS, it was a strategic jewel, a key link between Raqqa and the Turkish border, a crossroads for weapons, foreign fighters, and cash. If the Kurds could take it, they'd cut the heart out of their enemy's northern supply line, but that wasn't going to be easy. The enemy had been preparing for this day for years. They had rigged the streets with explosives, booby-trapped entire neighborhoods, dug tunnels beneath buildings, hidden snipers inside schools, mosques, and abandoned homes. And now, they were waiting. For 2 weeks, the Syrian Democratic Forces, mostly Kurdish units backed by a small contingent of US Special Forces, had been inching into Manbij block by block. They were making progress, but progress in a city like Manbij isn't measured in distance, it's measured in blood. On the morning of July 19th, a 25-man SDF patrol was advancing into what they believed was a lightly defended zone. The plan was to clear a cluster of apartment buildings near the Al-Qaji roundabout and secure a fallback point. But the quiet was unnatural. Too quiet. There were no gunshots, no enemy fire, just abandoned homes, burned out cars, and empty streets. To the men on the ground, it felt like victory. It wasn't. At exactly 6:40 a.m., the trap was sprung. A VBIED, a vehicle-borne suicide bomb, came screaming around a corner, accelerating straight toward the Kurdish patrol. The explosion was deafening. It tore through the street like a hurricane of fire and steel. Seconds later, ISIS fighters opened fire from rooftops and alleyways, pouring machine gun fire into the stunned SDF squad.
No, you can open them. I don't need them.
Alright, well, baby.
Okay, just put them down. Oh yeah. So
About
oil
6:15
tanker today.
in the nation's capital. Multiple news outlets reporting this. U.S. forces stopping another vessel off the coast of Venezuela for the second time in less than 2 weeks as President Trump continues to ramp up pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Here's what Secretary Kristi Noem posted on social media earlier this afternoon. She says, in a pre-dawn action early this morning on December 20th, the U.S. Coast Guard, with the support of the Department of War, apprehended an oil tanker that was last docked in Venezuela. The United States will continue to pursue the illicit movement of sanctioned oil that is used to fund narco-terrorism in the region. We will find you, and we will stop you. Thank you to our brave men and women with the U.S. Coast Guard and the Department of War, both those accounts tagged there. You see the screenshot there? It's not a screenshot, it's actually a video. Kristi Noem posting this. During the first seizure of that tanker, we got a video of that one as well, and this is brand new video posted this morning showing some of the activity that apparently happened today off the coast of Venezuela. Retired Marine Intelligence Officer, National Security Analyst, and host of the Strat Podcast, Hal Kempfer, is here with me. Hal, this is being characterized as a consented boarding. That was what the initial reports were saying, consented boarding, and it was in international waters. So, is this a fairly similar situation to the tanker seizure 10 days ago?
You know, Austin, in many ways it is. They went on. Now, it's a consented boarding, which means that they had announced that they want to come aboard the tanker, and frankly, a tanker in those waters with the naval armada out there would be rather foolish not to allow U.S. forces or U.S. personnel to come on board. So they did. You have to remember the U.S. is also, and this goes back a few days, had announced a total and complete blockade of sanctioned tankers going in and out of Venezuela. So this has kind of put the maritime community on notice that the U.S. will be interdicting vessels going in and out of Venezuela. And we certainly have the forces on hand to do this. Although what's interesting with this, it said with the support of the Department of War, I'm assuming that support may be, using ships for launching and recovering aircraft like a helicopter, maybe the helicopter itself. But the actual boarding, the vessel boarding, search and seizure of the VBSS was actually done by the U.S. Coast Guard. And this is their elite MSRT, Maritime Security Response Team. They train specifically for doing missions like this. They do fast roping out of helicopters onto ships and platforms. This is probably, they're amongst the very best in the world in terms of being able to do some sort of operation where they go onto a vessel at sea and quickly take control of what's happening there. So that was the team that was used. I was kind of waiting for confirmation to hear that they were using MSRT, because that's a capability that the Coast Guard has that was seemed to be ideally suited for the mission that they're doing, or the missions that they're doing right now. And that's the one that was used for this. So they're on board. It's a Panamanian tanker. It's the motor tanker Centuries. It's about 1,000 feet long, and we will find out what happens from it. I'm not even clear in my own mind what exactly was sanctioned for. I was looking and I couldn't quite see, but obviously we wouldn't have boarded it unless we unless we had pretty good suspicion that was violating the blockade or had been involved in some sort of sanctioned activity at some point in time.
Yeah, remind us, what is the sanctioned activity that we speak of here? What constitutes sanctioned activity? What constitutes violating the blockade? Of course, the last vessel that was seized had some business dealings with Iran, correct?
And there are numerous sanctions out there: Russian oil, Iranian oil, variety of different things. And I would assume this one falls into either it was moving, transporting at this time, or at some time it was moving Russian oil, or it was moving Iranian oil, or maybe it was doing something else where it was violating the sanctions, the various different sanctions that are out there. But that's the two most likely one. And the last one was obviously tied to Iranian oil. This one very well could be tied to Iranian oil. I'm just waiting for more information to come out.
So we do know that the United States, as Kristi Noem says, the U.S. will continue to pursue illicit movement of sanctioned oil that's used to fund narco-terrorism in the region. The Trump administration, as you and I have been discussing, they announced a blockade on sanctioned oil tankers. They announced that coming on tankers coming in and out of Venezuela. A bit of a bigger question for you here. How is this blockade compared and contrast from a classic naval blockade of the past? What might be the operational challenges, Hal, or risks associated with carrying out this blockade if this continues on?
Well, with any blockade, of course, the risk is you could have a confrontation at sea, that you could have a sea battle of some sort, and that they could launch missiles or whatever capabilities they have. Now, in terms of naval combatants, there really isn't much of a contest there. What Venezuela has in terms of naval combatants really can't go up against what we have at sea in naval combatants. And frankly, between the two forces, the U.S. Navy is much more powerful, much more capable of dealing with anything that Venezuela could throw at it on the seas. However, that is a concern. The other concern is that maybe they could take a page from what we've seen in other parts of the world. We've certainly seen where the Ukrainians have been using drones, seaborne, what they call surface drones that have gone out there and they have hit tankers, they have hit other ships, they have hit naval vessels, and they could use airborne drones as well. So there's a variety of different things that could happen if Venezuela was to try and strike at U.S. forces, although I have great faith in the capability of our forces there to deal with whatever comes at them. But there's always risk involved with doing something along these lines. And of course, the other risk is that not just Venezuela, but one of its allies overseas might do something by proxy, whether it's a terrorist attack, some sort of hybrid warfare activities, something along those lines. So and with any military operation, there's going to be some risk. But this one, it looks, as far as I can tell, it looks like other blockades we've seen in the past. For the U.S., you start going back to the Cuban Missile Crisis when you're looking for naval blockades. But more recently, you may recall that Russia tried to do a naval blockade on Ukraine. That didn't go so well for Russia. They lost a bunch of ships. They pretty much lost the ability to control the Black Sea. They kind of had to evacuate most of the Black Sea. So there's an example where what was obviously a superior navy in the Black Sea was defeated by a very nimble, capable, adaptive foe. So yes, there is some risk in any type of blockade.
The time in the nation's capital, 6:22. Let's talk about the rules of engagement when these seizures are taking place. What sort of rules of engagement would U.S. forces likely be operating under during these interceptions, Hal? Especially if a vessel, let's say, resists or refuses boarding. That hasn't happened yet, it appears, but how does the military prevent escalation?
Well, they have a established rules of engagement that go with this. Obviously, with the U.S. Coast Guard there, I do not believe the U.S. Coast Guard is being used in a Title 10 or federal military status. The Coast Guard can be brought into Title 10, but they're specifically there to do law enforcement. So they would be using, may sound like a nuanced thing, but they would be using what's called rules of force, and that's a law enforcement term. And they have very strict rules of force on how they board the vessel. If it's a compliant vessel boarding, as this one is, they would go aboard the vessel, but they would do so in a way where they could look around, they could search the vessel, they could take a look at the logs, they could look at a lot of other things to try and figure out if there has been some sort of violation of sanctions or evidence of violations of sanctions on board the vessel. But they obviously would be holding back on any use of what could be potentially deadly force. Now, obviously, if they came under fire, then they would respond, protect themselves, and do whatever needed to be done to eliminate the threat. But that doesn't appear to be the case here. They're always prepared to defend themselves. I mean, every service member, whether it's in the Department of Defense or War or the Department of Homeland Security, obviously has the inherent right of self-defense. And but they're very careful on how they do this, and they try to get on board in such a way that they don't put themselves at unnecessary risk. They move tactically, but they don't. But they want to avoid a potential confrontation. So there's certain rules of the road. They know how to do this extremely well. Let's just put it that way.
Everything that we've been seeing in the Caribbean, off the coast of Venezuela, and in some cases in the Eastern Pacific as of late, has been part of a larger pressure campaign effort against President Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. Have you seen any signs that this pressure campaign is having the intended effect on Maduro or his government?
Well, it actually, it's interesting. First off, they've been hitting drug-laden boats coming in the Caribbean out of Venezuela. They've also been hitting drug boats that have been going off out in the East Pacific. That doesn't involve Venezuela, but we've been hitting those as well with kinetic strikes, blowing up the boats. And that obviously, that maritime is the primary means by which cocaine is smuggled out of Venezuela. So when they take out the maritime means of doing so, it has a huge impact on that drug revenue that supports the Maduro government. The other thing that really supports the Maduro government is oil sales. And even though they don't produce as much oil per day, it's less than a third of what they produced some years back before Maduro was in office. It's still a significant amount of revenue. And now what you're seeing is they're seizing tankers. A lot of the tankers that go in and out of there were part of that shadow fleet involved in various nefarious activities, violating sanctions for Russia, on behalf of Russia, or on behalf of Iran. So a lot of those tankers are being taken offline. I think that's part of the strategy we have here. We know which tankers are going in and out of there. So we're specifically putting this blockade in place to actually go after that vital financial lifeline for Maduro and for Maduro's family. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that we just added more sanctions on Maduro's family and other close associates of Maduro within the last 48 hours. So we're putting the pressure on Maduro and we're cutting out that financial lifeline. And if he does not have revenue, if he can't pay all those security forces, all those military forces, all those other people that he owes in order to stay in power, that's going to start to undermine his ability for his regime to actually maintain power. And that's what we're doing. And there were reports that coming out right after the MT motor tanker Skipper was seized that tankers around the world that were headed to Venezuela stopped, and many of them turned around and went the other way. And so that was an indication that without having to seize a bunch of tankers, we're already having the effect of stopping a bunch of tankers.
Hal Kempfer is a retired Marine Intelligence Officer, national security analyst, and the host of the Strat podcast. What's coming up on Strat, Hal?
Well, it's funny you should ask about that. Actually, I have a strat should be out hopefully this evening that talks about Venezuela, talks about South America, talks about our entire policy in the Western Hemisphere and how this is a big shift. Refers to what some call Monroe 2 or the Monroe Doctrine 2.0, which is goes back a few years. I know you remember 1823 like it's yesterday,
course.
but basically goes into that and talks about how this is a shift. Talks about some of the precedents that's out there. I know everybody says everything's unprecedented, but I do talk about the precedents for these things, but also talk about some of the risks. You know, what could happen. You know, for example, if the Maduro regime were to fall, what the second and third order effects are.
Hal Kemper joining us. Have a good rest of your weekend, Hal. Thanks.
All right, you too, Austin. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know how Venezuela itself will react once Maduro leaves. Probably be good. Thank you.
You probably asked
No, I didn't. But thank you. Hi, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, you miss me? You miss me? Hi. Love it. I don't know. I think she just.
The moment the official Queensberry rules dropped, Jake Paul went from confident showman to a man who realized he signed his own execution date. 10-ounce gloves, real knockouts, no headgear, heavyweight limit, 8 3-minute rounds, all perfectly designed for Anthony Joshua to destroy him. The boxing world exploded, calling it a death wish. As analysts say, Jake isn't stepping into a boxing match. He's stepping into a professional slaughter. December 19th is no longer a fight. It's a countdown to the night Jake Paul faces reality. For full video, click on the link below. The moment the official Queen...
Bro's face says it all.
If 50% of the people who lived in London were Scottish, would we be okay to say that it's less English than it was when it was 10%?
We would say it
would
is
that be
British.
okay? Well, no, but answer the question. Would it be okay or not?
Would it be okay? I'm trying to get my head around that.
If 50% of the people who lived in London were Scottish,
yes,
would it be okay to say that London has become less English?
Well, if they were Scottish, yeah.
Right, so what's the difference?
But do you not consider yourself as English?
No, because I'm British. I'm a British.
So when you go
person.
to Scotland, if you go to Scotland, so where have you come from? What do you say?
Well, I'd say I live in London. I'm originally from Russia.
But why can't you say I'm from England?
It's because I'm not from England. I wasn't born. No, I'm not. I wasn't born here. I didn't grow up here. I came here when I was 13.
When you're in Scotland and you're on the road and there's an arrow pointed towards England, do you not go that direction because that's where you're from? Why
I'm
can't
not from England. I wasn't born here. I didn't grow up here.
But you just said you're from. Are you from London?
No.
Bro's face.
You're gonna pay for that. There, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Why? What happened?
This is a skimmer.
Wait, is it like... Don't pull it all.
You can kind of see the shit.
Yeah. Why are you holding it down so hard? Look. It's literally a scanner. We could call the police right now. Look, this is the real one.
Just did it again. That's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna pay card.
This one is the overlay that captures your data when you type in your button for your PIN number.
Yeah, be careful, y'all. Look. Look. You see that shit?
You're gonna pay for that. There, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Why? What happened?
This is a skimmer.
This guy comes out to buy AirPods from the recorder. He must have known the guy was going to be sketchy.
I get it for free.
For free?
Yeah.
What you mean for free? No. You want this for free? Yeah. How you gonna get it for free? Oh, you tripping, huh? Yeah.
The thief pulls out a knife as he runs.
Yeah? Keep running, bro. Keep running.
He messed with the wrong guy as he goes to get his gun from the car.
Fun games, all right. Drop.
This guy comes out to buy AirPods from.
You guys down to trade?
Oh, all day.
Oh yeah.
What you got?
We got wings, musubis, and rice bowls.
Oh yeah, I'll take some of them wings. What kind of wings you got?
We got kimchi butter, honey sriracha, lemon pepper, yuzu lemon pepper. We got all that.
Nah,
bro.
that's honey sriracha.
Honey
That's
sriracha.
that fat boy stuff right
Hell
there.
yeah, hell yeah. All right, can I get a stuffed turkey leg?
All right, I'm gonna hit you up with that Cajun.
Oh, word.
That Cajun fusion.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll be right back. Thank you, sir. Hey, can I get the crispy spam musubi and the honey sriracha wings, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Can we get a lemonade too?
Yeah, which one?
A watermelon.
Watermelon?
Thank you.
Welcome.
I got you a lemonade to the top.
I'm talking about,
bro.
All right,
we got the crispy stab musubi, and then we got the honey sriracha.
All right, let me get you.
Yeah, heard. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, good looking, man. I appreciate you, dog. All right.
I'm a Bucky main now, bro. Forget it, bro. I'm a Bucky main now.
What's her name? Mythbusters was awesome.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. And of course, here's your meme of the day, brought to you by 5mind.com. Folks, it just keeps getting worse in Minnesota. I mean, we are looking at a truly ugly picture here. And of course, the left is trying to dismiss it, shove it under the rug. They want you to think these are isolated situations, just a few bad grants. Oh, it happens. But this isn't just a few bad grants, folks. It's not just a few bad apples. This is an entire system of fraud that's been allowed to continue. We're looking at entire neighborhood blocks of hollow, fake shell skeleton businesses, supposedly fake storefronts that on paper are providing community services, but the entire thing is a scam. And slowly but surely, we're starting to get more information. We're starting to actually get some on-the-ground understanding of what's going on here. And I say that because I've got a couple internet investigators who took it upon themselves to, I guess, kind of infiltrate the Somali community. They're giving us a front row seat into these shell businesses, and something here just doesn't add up. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so let's first start off with this clip here. We've got a base dude who walks into a Somali storefront, a supposed money transfer place. He starts poking around and asking some questions, and well, just take a look.
I think I'm scared, but I'm straight up walking into every one of their stores. How's it going? You guys do money transfers?
See what?
You do money transfers?
No.
That says that on the door.
Yes, it is, but not right now.
Not right now? So like an EBT thing or what?
Yeah. I do EBT, yes.
Yeah, goats? Whole goat. I want a whole goat.
No, I don't.
All right. Hey, when's your birthday, by the way?
What?
I want to come back and give you a birthday present. It's on the 1st, ain't it?
Yeah.
1-1?
You know, I'm not going to speak to this particular business because I really don't know, although I got to tell you, something seems amiss, no? There's barely any shelves, barely any products there. It seems like a front. I don't think they're doing enough volume business to even pay the damn rent in there. And also another red flag, the guy seems to have a nice coat. I mean, it could just be some cheap Chinese crap, but it also could be real fur. You never know. Certainly seems like a fancy coat, and I don't think this guy paid for it by moving inventory. There is no frickin' inventory. He's got a glass case with Pringles in it. When's the last time you saw that? It looks like one of those fake stores for tourists in Pyongyang, North Korea. And it's even more sketchy when he asks the guy what his birthday was, and he responds January 1st, which is a paperwork birthday. It's just red flag after red flag. Something here is not organic. It feels as though some of these shops, maybe not this one, although I'm highly suspicious, but it feels as though some of these shops are clearly just shells. The real function, I think, is to sit on top of government money flows, pretend as if you're providing a service to the community when in reality, you're putting money in your pocket. These do not seem like legitimate businesses, but rather it seems like a fraud ecosystem. And now, well, it seems like the internet has been mobilized. People are curious. And so we're getting more and more of these clips of people heading out to known Somali communities. And well, there's a lot of theories out there.
Oh yeah, the Somalians have it figured out in Columbus. I went to the Walmart on Georgesville to see if I could see people filling their carts or just kind of see what I could see. It's not the way they do it. They've got it figured out way better than that. Every single Somali restaurant has a grocery store right next door or within eyeshot of the restaurant. The specific one I went into today had it attached to the restaurant. And wow, what an adventure that was.
Yeah, it's less about just one weird looking, skeleton shop, and it seems more like a system. You got a Somali restaurant always connected to a Somali grocery store right next door, and then a daycare and a home health outfit. And so I guess it begs the question, are they engaging in mass EBT fraud, getting all of these funds to purchase these products, then purchasing them from their own grocery stores, and then funneling that as inventory into these businesses, all funded by the taxpayers? On paper, the grocery store is losing money, that's a tax write-off, but in reality, you're double dipping, you're cashing out on the benefits, you're hiding the profits, and then billing Medicaid and state programs on top of it. What the hell is going on here? And again, the left will always tell you, oh, well, all of these funds, we shouldn't even look into SNAP, you shouldn't look into EBT or any of our welfare programs, don't even question the funds. It's all about helping people. They're just innocent people trying to get by. I don't know about that, folks. This seems like a group of people that are abusing EBT not to get by, but to create an entire corrupt business model. This is a community community that seems to be abusing the American taxpayers. But if you try to have that conversation, of course, that makes you a racist, right? And if you listen to Ilhan, no, the taxpayers aren't the victim. She and her Somali community, they're the victim. At first it was Islamophobia, but now actually it's their money that's being stolen. They have just as much right as you to be angry.
Why do you think this fraud was allowed to get so widespread?
Well, I want to say, you know, this also has an impact on Somalis because we are also taxpayers in Minnesota. We also could have benefited.
Interesting.
After her grandmother fell and got injured, this woman spent nearly $100,000 to build a staircase made entirely of jelly. Each step is soft and sinks slightly when you step on it. But the best surprise came later. Walking on it became the most relaxing and fun experience in her entire house. And if anyone slips again, there's no danger of getting hurt. After her grandmother fell and got injured, this woman spent nearly $100,000.
All right, Max, my understanding is this is designed to eliminate and remove strip nuts and bolts. All right, tell me about it, will ya?
So it is a straight cut, non-taper design. Most extractors on the market are going to be a spiral fluted taper design, which only works in one direction. So take our extractor, hammer it onto a roundabout bolt. This is going to give you bidirectional control, so you're going to be able to loosen, as well as tighten with this extractor. And then we have a foreign object removal rod here. Thread this into the back of the socket extractor. And it will push the extractor right off of the fastener. Let's say you're in the field and don't have a replacement available, you can technically reuse the bolt and get back on the road.
So it uses a center punch design, but pushes the actual extractor off from the bolt.
Right off of the bolt. And then we have another extractor. So most internal extractors on the market are a spiral fluted taper design, and they only engage on this top leading edge. With our extractor, it is a straight cut, non-tapered extractor, giving you bidirectional control. So when you take our extractor, hammer it into a rounded out fastener, we have this sleeve here, so you can lower that sleeve down to the surface. That will prevent it from walling around. Then we can tighten and loosen with this extractor. So you can loosen, as well as tighten, and then with this sleeve here, you can lower that sleeve all the way down, and then we'll push it right off the fastener.
It's a cool
And
handy
just like
tool.
that, you extracted the fastener. And with our extractor, you can actually reuse this fastener if you did not have a direct replacement available to get back on the road.
And these are made by Grip Edge?
These are made by Grip Edge, and they're both covered by a lifetime warranty.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Cool. Yeah, you can actually. It's pretty cool. Sheet of piece of metal. That's cool.
This is why you shouldn't engage in road rage, especially with an off-duty officer.
Fuck are you doing? I'm in the fucking lane. Stay down on the ground. Don't move.
This is why you shouldn't engage in road rage, especially with an off-duty.
Pistol whipped him. Well, I think I might call him on the stream. That's good enough for today. Don't know what else I want to do. Probably play some games, but not in any rush. So, all right, yeah, I'll call it. Try to be back tomorrow, but who knows? We'll see. All right, God bless and have a good night.